Okay, so we're going to start in Cyberpunk 2077 for obvious reasons. That being, it hits the GPU and the CPU. It's a very good benchmark to kind of test the whole system under heavy load. So for 1600p native Ultra, I mean, you're not going to have a lot of problems on a 5090. 5090 pulling good watts, CPU pulling good watts. Easy 70, 75 or above. Drop there, but that's okay. You'll generally speaking get, you'll be looking at 1600p with most games, ultra kind of settings, and probably not much scaling, to be honest, maybe a little bit. If you need like ray tracing or you want really high FPS, because this is a 4K capable GPU. Very good. Very, very, very good. And we'll put on, we could turn it up, put on some ray tracing. So let's go some ray tracing ultra. We'll throw in a little bit of DLSS, just transformer model, maybe balanced. It's ray tracing ultra, right? I don't foresee any problems here. Yep. Similar FPS as just normal ultra, and all we did was throw in some scaling. And because it's 1600p balanced scaling transformer model, you will not be able to tell that it's on. Very good performance. Not bad at all. We can try a little ray tracing overdrive. We're probably going to need lots of scaling. Ray tracing overdrive. Let's turn that up to performance. So we'll go ray tracing overdrive, DLSS super resolution, transformer model on performance. Yep, it works. So you do need even more scaling to get by with ray tracing overdrive. However, it's the transformer model works very well, so you can actually get by with very high amounts of it. It's better than the old school DLSS. You don't really actually want to use it at lower amounts, but when you put it on like balance or performance, it actually looks fine at 1600p. And you're getting a ray tracing overdrive performance level here at 1600p with performance scaling of very acceptable, about 60 FPS and good lows. So if you're a big ray tracing fanatic, this is the laptop to get. Right? Okay, we'll do a little bit of 4K. I'm not going to do 4K for every single game in this video because it is a gaming laptop. Most of the time you're probably going to be using it on the internal screen, but this is the case where the Alienware Area 51 is actually like a desktop replacement. It's a mobile desktop is what it is. So there's going to be cases where you're like, all right, let's hook this up to a 4K screen. Because it certainly has the power to do it. We'll put it that way. So this is 4K Ultra. We're not able to maintain 60 anymore, but again, it is 4K Ultra. Look at that GPU stats. CPU wattage is just going to drop down. Obviously, it's not being needed as much, but so 4K Ultra, just throw in a little bit of scaling. If you're going to use transformer model, you might as well use balanced. So there you go. 4K, which is balanced scaling on Ultra. Again, this is Ultra, not medium, low. And yeah, can you see that on the screen? Yeah, it's a little small, but 72 here. We're getting about 66 average. So just a nice clean. And again, this is Dogtown. This is a horrendous area to run in this game. There's so much going on. And you'll find throughout this video that this laptop is... I've had it for like several weeks, by the way. I'm just recording now, but I've played with it a lot. This laptop is just it's 1080p is irrelevant to it. It's pointless. You can, but you can just going to get bazillion frames. 1600p, which is the native resolution, it's a monster at that. You're going to be playing most games like ultra maxed out with no scaling or very little scaling. Or you're going to be playing 1600p with things like ray tracing and using a little bit of scaling and actually being able to get ray tracing performance, right? And then the other thing you're going to be able to do here is you're going to be able to play games like 4K game, right? So we're looking at, we're probably never going to hit VRAM limits on this GPU, to be honest, to be quite honest. Your 5070 Ti is a 12 gigabyte, and that's allocated well. 5080, 16 gigabytes, that's, if anything, overkill, but allocated. The 5090 with 24 gigabytes is a ton. For gaming purposes, you'll probably never hit that. If you use like shaders and stuff in games, you could, but it's more beneficial for stuff like doing professional work, to be honest. It'll just rip through professional work. Okay, let's try a little bit of Metal Gear. Delta Snake Eater Solid 5. We'll start with some 4K. This game is also incredibly hard to run. It's been messing up my like 5070 Ti desktop. It's pretty bad. Unfortunately, you have a max frame rate of 60, so we just can't do anything above that. But we're at 4K, so we should be able to actually beat this thing up pretty bad. Native. So we'll go native high. I don't think Gobi have. Oh, we can go to ultra. I don't think I've ever even tested that because it's so hard to freaking run. So we'll go 4K ultra, I guess. Native. I have no clue how this is going to run. Why did that become so large? It's just such a stupid game. Sure. So 4K native 60. No clue this is going to run. Oh, that's actually not bad. For ultra? Wow, okay. Damn. This game is like beating up my 5070 Ti. It was running just fine, but I didn't even know it went to ultra. Okay, well, let's throw on some scaling and see if it helps. Go like that. We'll go 4K ultra with some DLSS, maybe balanced. Okay, what can we do here? I know shadows is probably, you can probably turn that on. So we'll turn on shadows and illuminations. I just don't like motion blur and bloom. But we'll leave textures on ultra. So a little bit of a mixed here. Yeah, let's see what that does. That's 60. Okay, cool. And maybe higher. You just can't go above 60. So that's the way to do it. 4K, a little bit of scaling. You can put a lot of it on. You can put a lot of it on to. Yeah, I guess high, and then the one that really matters is textures. Textures look good. Illuminations, I mean, as long as they're not low. I have tried this game on low, and it looks like garbage. Native. So no scaling, game maxed. 1600p. Yeah, it actually can't hit 60. It's the lighting effects. No scaling, of course, right? It might actually be worth using a little bit of scaling, but then leaving the lighting effects on? I don't know. Let's try it. I mean, DLSS, that's what Nvidia tells you to do. So we'll just try balance. That should make a huge jump. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, so maybe I might actually do this. I mean, you get the cool shadows. You got wrecked, punk. Yeah, so anyways, this is a proof that the game is hard to run. And again, I'm playing on my 5070 Ti desktop, and it's like, I mean, I was playing at 4K, but I was like, oh man, this game's hard to run. Go to sleep. Now, here's a game that I don't care about the laptop being a little bit noisy, because I'm probably going to crank it and just have lots of explosions and things. By the way, Afterburner explodes when you play this game, so we're going to use the Doom ones, but it's fine. You can see the FPS in that. So here's Ultra Nightmare Native, 1600p. No scaling at all. I didn't put ray tracing on yet, but I've never had the hardware really on a laptop to play this game with ray tracing enabled and all that kind of stuff. Now this game you do want to be above 60 where possible. I do play it on a handheld, which I get about 45 to 50, but you really do want to have static frame rates in this game. It's a Doom game. It's hard to play if it's jumping around. It's kind of loud. Yeah, so anyways, you're going to get, an easy 80. We'll get into this section here where we're going to fight a bunch of dudes. and we'll see what we can get here, but if it maintains above 60, I don't suspect any issues. I'm really bad at playing this on the keyboard, by the way. I hope you guys are watching the frames, because I'm not. Yeah, so no problems. Okay, so that was nothing. Let's come in here and turn it up. So we're gonna go settings, and I've never actually used ray tracing in this game. No scaling. We might need scaling. Sorry. So we'll go like that. We'll go on. All lights on. Transparency. Water reflection. Sure. No. Oh yeah, that's way harder to run. Whoa. That's sick. It's massively harder to run with ray tracing. Okay, good. We can actually tax the system here. All right, let's throw in some scaling then. We'll go DLSS. We'll try performance, I guess. Again, we have that ray tracing crap turned all the way up. So we're at the game absolutely maxed out, but with scaling this time. Okay, it is going to work. Okay, so absolutely maxed out settings, but with DLSS, ray tracing on. And again, I have no problems with running DLSS. Some people in the past were like, it's bad. But, I mean, we're getting better and better and better with these upscalers. So, as long as you have a high base, like an output resolution, 600p, for example, you can often get by with lots of it. I'm actually going to turn it down slightly. I just want to see. Because it's really actually running. There's a huge jump in performance with the scaler on versus off. It's still going to give a 60 around. So, okay. Let's try that. So just balanced scaling. So not a ton of scaling as a result. Game just maxed otherwise. Wrecked punk. Was there a guy behind me? No, there wasn't. Yeah. Okay, a little Oblivion. This game's also brutal to run, just so you know. So we'll go Ultra, no scaling to start here. Yeah, I did not expect this to get 60, by the way. This game is horribly difficult to run on Epic or Ultra, whatever. That's pretty damn good though, almost 60. If you know this game, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I really did not expect it to get that high. Okay, well, I mean, honestly, you could probably just get by with a little bit of scaling then as a result. We'll go... okay. We'll go DLSS, just probably balanced, to be honest. Don't need frame gen. You can, but I don't need it. Look at that. Huge jump. This is where it's at. Crank the game way up and then throw on a little bit of scaling and just watch it sing. It's a beautiful game, so. some baked-in ray tracing in the game already, but let's add some more. So we'll come in here, we'll go screen space reflections. Just want to make sure there's no weird settings here. Hardware ray tracing. We're really cranking the game, by the way. Turn it up from that. Medium. I mean, we can try high. This is the game pretty beefy maxed out. But with some scaling and that's how you're gonna, oh, look at the sword. Wow, what the hell? Anyways, so yeah, the game looks incredible. What? I didn't press anything. Stop tripping out. Okay, there we go. Freaking out. Yeah, so it's going to run really well. You can basically just max it, just a tiny bit of scaling. And I have noticed that it does scale with resolution a lot. I play on a 4K desktop and a handheld both. And the handheld, if I turn the resolution down, it helps a ton. Handheld with an eGPU, it does help a ton. But yeah. This game, if you know it, it's super hard to run. So being able to play this at such high performance is very impressive and great. Honestly, you can really enjoy it.